He walked alone, not because he wanted to, but because life pushed him into places where nobody else could follow. He didn't choose the silence. The silence chose him. And for a long time he kept wondering why everything felt so damn heavy, why the world seemed to move while he stayed frozen in place. But what he didn't see, what he couldn't understand back then, was that the darkness walking beside him was not there to break him, it was there to build him, step by step, scar by scar, breath by breath. Slow down and hear this, because most people will never get it. Life will isolate you right before it transforms you. And that loneliness you fear right now, that's the training ground. That's where the monster version of you is forged. Not in the light, not in the applause, not in the comfort, but in the dark, where nobody claps, nobody checks on you, nobody saves you, but you keep moving anyway. And every time he felt like quitting, something inside whispered, "Keep walking. Don't stop now. Don't sit here. Don't fold here. Don't die here. There is something growing inside you, something powerful, something cold, something relentless, something unshakable, and the world has no idea what's coming." They thought the darkness would swallow him. They never expected him to rise with it. So he kept going, and with every step he lost a piece of who he used to be. The soft parts, the fragile parts, the parts that wanted approval, the parts that craved validation. Gone. The world stripped him down to nothing, so he could learn how to build from nothing. He learned how to move with pain in his chest. He learned how to breathe when life felt suffocating. He learned how to fight when he had no strength left. And slowly, the darkness he feared became the armor he wore. It wasn't there to blind him. It was there to sharpen him. It wasn't there to trap him. It was there to free him. Because when you survive long enough in the dark, you stop fearing it. And the moment you stop fearing it, you start controlling it. That's when everything changed. Not outside, inside. His heartbeat went from anxious to steady. His thoughts went from chaotic to locked in. His steps went from shaky to deliberate, and people around him started noticing the shift. He didn't talk the same, didn't move the same, didn't react the same. There was this cold calm in his eyes, like he'd been to places most people never come back from, and instead of breaking, he adapted. He evolved. He embraced what others run from. Because once you walk alone long enough, your loneliness becomes your power. Your silence becomes your weapon. Your wounds become your wisdom. They thought he fell off. They didn't know he was switching into monster mode. He stopped explaining himself, stopped begging for support, stopped waiting for someone to walk with him. If they left, they left. If they doubted him, good. If they betrayed him, perfect. Because everything that was taken from him only cleared space for what he was becoming. He didn't want revenge. He didn't want applause. He wanted evolution. And evolution is violent. Growth hurts. Transformation burns. Your old self dies screaming while your new self rises silent. Day by day, he walked deeper into that darkness, and instead of fearing it, he learned how to use it. When the world slept, he worked. When others complained, he focused. When people said he changed, he nodded. Because that's the whole point. Staying the same never saved anybody. Change is the only way out. And he was done being the version of himself that people expected. He was done shrinking, done doubting, done apologizing. He was building a version of himself that couldn't be broken by silence, couldn't be stopped by pressure, couldn't be controlled by fear. He learned that the world doesn't respect the quiet until the quiet becomes powerful. They ignored him when he whispered. They watched him when he rose. And now they fear him because he moves with purpose. He doesn't chase attention. He doesn't need crowds. He doesn't need permission. He became the kind of person who can walk alone for years and then show up one day as someone nobody recognizes, but everyone respects. They wanted the old him back, but he buried that version in the dark. Every step he took alone became a lesson. Every scar became a reminder. Every night he almost quit became proof that he was built different. Not lucky, not chosen, built. And when you're built, pressure doesn't scare you. Isolation doesn't break you. Rejection doesn't stop you. You learn how to carry your storms like they're trophies. You learn how to walk with shadows like they're allies. You learn how to use pain like it's fuel. And that's why he rose. Not because someone saved him, not because life got easier, but because he stopped waiting for help. He became the help. He became the discipline. He became the focus. He became the force. And the darkness that once made him shiver now bowed to him. When you reach that point, you stop being human. You become something else. Something dangerous. Something resilient. Something unstoppable. Now he moves with silence, but speaks with results. Moves with patience, but hits like thunder. Moves with darkness, but carries fire inside his chest. And if you look into his eyes, really look, you'll see the truth. He didn't escape the darkness. He mastered it. And once you master the darkness, nobody can dim your light. Nobody can slow your rise. Nobody can break your mind. The world won't understand his comeback until it's standing right in front of them. So hear this and take it into your bones. If you're walking alone right now, if life feels heavy, if the silence feels too loud, don't run from it. Don't numb it. Don't fear it. This is where the real transformation starts. This is where the weak version of you dies. This is where the monster wakes up. You're not broken. You're not lost. You're not behind. You're in the phase that builds the future version of you. And yeah, it's lonely. Yeah, it's painful. Yeah, it feels like nobody sees you. But one day, they're going to see everything you became in that darkness. One day, they'll realize why you walked alone. One day, they'll understand that the silence didn't destroy you, it refined you. And when that day comes, when the world finally sees what the darkness created, they won't call you weak or lost or forgotten. They'll call you unstoppable. They'll call you dangerous. They'll call you the one who rose when everybody expected you to fall. He walked alone until the darkness rose with him. Now he doesn't walk alone anymore. He walks with every battle he survived.